in Harlem. I want to say 128th Street and 3rd Avenue. Lexi was unfortunately the victim of a stabbing. Cops were called to Harlem River Park near the corner of 128th Street and 3rd Avenue at about 1:30 a.m. And that is where they found the 33-year-old victim sprawled on the ground, bleeding from a gaping wound in her neck. Now, there aren't a lot of details except for the fact that an eyewitness is reporting that Lexi's murderer was on a scooter. So if you have any information, please contact the NYPD. So, all right. Now, do you guys think that celebrities should be doing more during this time? I mean, and I posed this question to my Twitter feed this week because I think earlier on in the week, I was a little bit, I don't know, maybe taken aback by the lack of, I don't know, support, because I don't want to just say financial, but support and engagedness, I would say, from certain celebrities that I would expect to hear a little bit more from. So I don't know. I just posed the question and I wanted to see where everybody was at. And I think I got a lot of response from, people saying, oh, well, I don't expect much from celebrities. And some people said, you know what? No, I do expect some from them. And shout out to people like D-Nice and John Legend and Questlove and, Future and Joe Budden and Rihanna and several celebrities who have contributed during this time, whether it be with their time or financial contribution or equipment contribution, whatever it has been. Just shout out to all those celebrities for taking the time and taking and donating in that fashion. And there was several others, but those were just, off the top of my head and just kind of what I've seen. Those were some of the main ones. And so I'm still wondering, there are some people who I'm like, it wouldn't be much for you to give. It wouldn't be much. It wouldn't be no skin off your dick. You wouldn't really be at a loss. I mean, you're rich, right? So would it be anything for you to give your hood $1 million? Now, I still think in a very micro way like that. And I know that that's not a rich person's way of thinking. A rich person wouldn't just, come to the hood and give away $1 million, right? That's maybe I have more of a ghetto mentality of of financial distribution of wealth, Although I will say this, a lot of you motherfuckers wasn't socialists. Y'all not down with Bernie shit. But when y'all want this $1,200, oh my, how the tides have turned. My, how you found didn't you know how to put socialism into your GPS? Yes, you said, give me that fillet of fish. Give me that fish. Oh, yes, I feel you. But, I just felt like a lot of celebrities, I would have liked to see more of a contribution. All right, hairy niggas. So you can expect your little stimulus check, your little $1,200 or whatever. Now, you can expect checks to start going out on April 6th. That's what the girls are saying, right? The girls are also saying that it will be direct deposited based on your last year's filings or previous year. If you owe child support, you're not going to get one. Sorry. If you have a kid, you'll get $500 per kid. This is a one-time payment. And yeah, that's what the girls, that's how they're giving it up. So, you know, Bernie still seems like he wants to go strong in this race, guys. Now, let me just say this to you. They are touting Donald Trump as a wartime president. His approval ratings have surged the past couple of weeks. That's right. You heard me. Surged. Right? Surged. And I know many of you are like, what? No way. What are you talking about, girl? I'm going to have to Google that, bitch. I'm going to have to Google that. Google away. Oh, yes. He's being touted as a wartime president. Now, this is all while there's countless clips of him leading up to this point, kind of rebuffing the seriousness of the disease and why the disease has plagued the U.S. and his response and what have you. I mean, listen, for those of you who feel like, hey, that we don't really need to get into why or the how, you know, what led us to this. We're here now. Totally understand. But I think that it would be foolish for us to ignore the fact, and I don't know where you live. I live in New York State. I live in New York City. For you to ignore not only your local government's response, but your state government, as well as your federal government response, would be foolish in this time. I think the government believes, ironically, that the way that they work is to financially oblige you to certain things, all while you pay for this service that they are offering you. You know, the government very much acts, state, local, and federal, like they are somehow doing us a service, if you will. And we are paying them for said service. And to be honest, you motherfuckers are fired. Y'all are fired. Y'all are fired. I am living for Governor Cuomo right now. He has been able to really give a sense of calm to the state. I think he's doing an amazing job as governor of the state. I think he is very Joe Friday, so to speak, in terms of the information that he gives us. And if you don't know what that means, that is the character from a movie where he says, just the facts, ma'am, just the facts. That's what he's doing. He's giving us just the facts, just the facts. Nothing is op-ed from him where he has to then come back, because unlike our federal government, if our state government, and I think, you know what's crazy? I think very much people understand. I think if you never understood politics before, please use coronavirus to help you understand how levels of politics work. Why who you choose is important on every level, even on your local level. It's important because never in a million years did you think that you would now need for them to be able to be fit for their job. Because quite honestly, to me, unless you've gone through, 9/11, where you know, where it was really, it was felt nationwide. It was felt globally, but it happened here in the U.S., and the actual acts of terrorism took place in specific places here, So it happened, and, everyone mourned and what have you. But the response really was very much indicative of local response as far as what happened here, and then state response, and then seeing how the federal government responded. That's the only time that I really saw how government could work, and how it could work in favor of people involved, or it could work against. Because in a lot of ways, local government failed first responders and families of 9/11 victims. But we won't get into that, because a lot of you aren't from New York, and a lot of you may not even be old enough to remember that kind of stuff. So we won't get into it. But what I will say is, let the coronavirus teach you, because if you have the wrong elected officials in place during a time like this, you will regret it. You actually will regret it, because it is times like this why you get to know why you need government and why and who you need. If I was given the ability today, I would vote for Andrew Cuomo for president. 1,000%. 1,000%. Over Joe Biden, over Bernie Sanders, yes. Just based on his response during this time. His political response during this time has been his ability to present a sense of calm, to be forthright about what he knows, for him to lead and say, this is what's going to happen, because I don't believe your local people are going to do right by you. So I'm going to say it for the state. And I'm going to divvy out the money like this, and I'm going to divvy out the ventilators like this, and I'm going to divvy out this like this, and I'm going to do this. And I'm going to even explain to you what your federal government should have been saying to you, but lack the comprehension or the wherewithal to be able to explain it to you. So I'm going to explain it to you. Even his banter with his brother, if you don't know who Andrew Cuomo is, he is New York State governor, comes from a long line of family politics. His brother, Chris Cuomo, is an anchor on CNN, former anchor on ABC, which is local affiliate New York. I believe at one point he was on Good Morning America as well, but he is an anchor and has his own show on CNN. His father, Mario Cuomo, was also governor of New York. He was married to a Kennedy. Andrew Cuomo was. And he actually is dating now, if I'm not mistaken. He was dating this woman who has her own cooking show, blonde, the skinny blonde lady, tall, on the Food Network. Damn, I can't remember her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyways, but listen, just stay woke. You know what's been killing me this whole week, you guys? Let me tell you what's been killing me. I'm going to tell you. You know what's been killing me is that I will go to the supermarket, right? Or I'll see niggas. And if you couldn't keep asking me about what niggas I'm seeing. All right, I saw my ex-boyfriend. Listen, everyone, relax. Unclutcheth your pearls. Y'all, all right, we're just going to park the car real quick. We're going to pull over right here. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Yes, I did see him. Okay. Yes, we did talk. Can I tell you that this Negro, after asking me to have a baby for him, reveals to me this week that he just had a baby last August. What? So you was asking me to have a baby for you, but you just had a baby and you didn't say anything? I was like, girl. Literally, that was my response. Girl. And I laughed because my laugh was more of like a bitch. Wait, hold on. I gotta light the blunt. Listen. That's fine. Not everybody could be home with they boo, doing whatever they do. Some people gotta be messy like me, So fuck you guys. I see you with your judgment.